Let's start the file. Good afternoon, everyone. How are you all? Good. Now, till yesterday, we have discussed the basic and some advanced concepts in the process of data analysis. You guys are from the full stack Python batch, so the Python ones you will use it mostly for your applications data analysis part. You will use MySQL, sir. You can use different databases, but MySQL is comes under the RDBMS, which is traditional database management system. Now let's recap everything we learned in a quick bite, and then we'll show you how you can do a separate data analysis project for your portfolio in case if you want to be a data analyst, not the full stack. There is always a career choices. When you choose for, you can even go for UI, just basic UI UX, or you can go for front end, you can go for back end, you can go for data analysis, you can go for network administration, or you can go for full stack. There are different roles, right now. So as we know the databases, now we will go with the and we will see how the data analysis works and what is it mean by that. Now in MySQL we learned it is in a RDBMS, relational database management system. That means it deals with something called tables, where multiple tables have connection. So if the data is just stored in tables, that's not the relational database management system. The tables are actually connected. Okay, so a relationship is developed. So what if only one table is there? Then the table itself called as a relation. Okay, a table also called as relation if only one table exists. Usually we won't prefer that. Now then, now most of the data analysis projects you will have it like one table only. In one table only you will do that. Now in this you will have different types of queries. You will have subquery languages like data definition languages, data control languages, or data manipulation language, or data query language, or transaction query control language. Okay, as we are into the analysis, we don't see these transaction ones like grant or rollback and all, because we don't do any permissions. We didn't do the start transaction or end transactions. Okay, but if we go for a transaction kind of work, then we can do the rollback. Normally we can't do that. Normal queries, whatever, sir, I deleted something column to get it back. No, actually if you have a backup, you can get it back. Okay, usually how the process will happen, for example, I deleted one column, my all files are getting backed up back end, then if I add the same name another column, automatically that column data will come. If the backup is not there, ho gaya, it's over, that's it, you can't do anything. But in the big data, how they will do, they will maintain, like there won't be any one person, right, to maintain. There are so many people who are working on the data, so they will monitor each and everyone's work by using something called transactions. Okay, that's not part of this curriculum, but still you can just explore if you want to go with. Basically in interviews though, they won't go with that all. Okay, let me copy this all for future reference. I couldn't find it. Today I will paste this link. Yeah, now next, after this, in this particular one only, for data query languages, we have something called basically select, to select the columns from whatever the table you want to select it, or where, to specify a condition. Obviously without from can I select can be, yes, only if you give a variable it can be, but if you give columns you have to specify from which table you are giving it. Now this is a basic line, always you will use select from where. Along with this, how do you create it anything? When you want to create database, you have to write create database. If you want to create a table, create a table. If you want to create a procedure, create procedure and procedure name, table name, database name, or view name. Always it works in the same way, right or not? Now the same way, sir. Now the same way, if you want to delete anything, you will use something called drop. People will ask you this, usually ask this question, drop versus truncate versus delete. Drop will delete the entire table or entire database or entire view or entire procedure or entire function, entire transaction, whatever you want to drop it. It will just drop out of that particular database, right? But if you use truncate will only remove the data. Truncate will only remove the data. Columns will be existed still. Delete is used to delete a particular column value or particular record value, row value. Okay. You specify this particular one only I want to delete, where user salary is something. Okay, in that particular time, delete this particular person's salary column or something. Only in that particular scenario it will be used, sir. Now, online, if voice is not audible, please let me know. Now, these were like the basic commands, minimal. Okay. Now, along with this, you will have some other constraints. You can have constraints like unique, primary key, uh, foreign key, you will use unique, primary key, foreign key, huh? Null or not null. Usually we use something called not null or unique. Constraint means whenever you are defining the table, defining a particular column along with the data types, you will also specify. Constraints are like the properties of that column, how the property will be, how the column will behave. This column will be unique, sir. That means only unique value will be there, sir. This column is not null, so that means no null values will come. This column is something. Sorry, I mentioned unique, I think twice. Or auto generate, or primary key, or foreign key. These kind of things. Along with this, there are some operators, some special operators. Like normal operators are, logical operators, and or you can use, or arithmetic operators like plus, minus, modulo. Those things can be used. Or assignment, which is equals to. Assignment and the relation both can be used as equals to only, single equals to only. So this is where you have to be somewhat out of your programming language. In your programming language, double equals is for comparison, single equals is for assigning. Here it is same. It will only understand it. And not equals to is less than, greater than symbol. Those were the two things you need to keep it in your thought. And then you have some other operators, like they call them as wildcard operators. Wildcard operators like underscore. What are this like and underscore? Like, for example, I want to get a person name whose last name is something. See, Durga Prasad. It's a name. There is another guy, Raja Prasad. There is another guy, Shiva Prasad. There is another guy, something Prasad. So I want it in my database, all the names whose names end with Prasad. You got my point? Then in that cases, how you will do? You will just write it like select asterisk from a particular table name, and you will say where uh, something yes name, something, imagine it's a student name or something, equals to, in quotation marks, percentage like. Huh? Sorry. Oh, what is this? Where S name is equals to like percentage like somewhat. What was the syntax here in MySQL? Like percentage or percentage like? So no one practiced anything. Oh, good people, very good. So percentage like here, Prasad. Now here, like percentage. Now how it will work? Just a minute. Let's go here. Let's go here. Huh? Is someone saying it? No, people just came here for show. That's it. Seriously? Mm, so from table name, you will go with column with a like pattern. Where S name like percentage. Perfect. S name like percentage Prasad. Now what this mean? It will give you percentage means anything. Percentage means anything. You can put any value literally. Okay. How many number of characters you put, it doesn't matter. Prasad will be Prasad only. So it should end with the Prasad. In that case, I will get the database. Okay. Or, sir, if I write it instead of this percentage, if I write it here underscore. Underscore means one value. That means before Prasad, only one value should be there. A Prasad, B Prasad, C Prasad. Those names only will come. Okay. Except that no other name will come. Is it clear, ma? Underscore will be used for one letter and like is used for multiple. These were actually the wildcard entries. Okay. Some extra ones. Now candidate key, see, candidate key we don't write it as constraint. It's a logical concept. We won't write it there, candidate key when you define it. Candidate key is like the left out piece for the primary key. Okay. You can't directly define any key as candidate key. That's basic rule. Now, what more we forgot? We have clauses. Clauses means clauses will restrict the data before displaying. Before we display something, it will restrict the data, how you can display it. You can put it something called distinct. Distinct will display only different results. Do you remember distinct or limit, which will print only limited values, or group by, or order by, or having. These were different clauses. Okay. And we have something not but not least, aggregate functions. Aggregate functions like max, min, max, average, sum, count, group concat. Only these things we discussed. You may refer it for more, but majorly we will use this. Actually, you have when you go for higher data analysis projects, sir, for the persons who wants to become data scientists, not the data analyst, data science department, they have to go with something called variance, standard deviation, and all. Okay, and you have those type of things also in this. Okay, but that's a different kind of game. You need to know statistics more than this actually. Okay, if you know statistics, mean, median, mode, and all, standard deviation, variance, then it will work it. Now the next Not but not least, when two tables are there, we discussed something called joins. We have several joins, inner join or join, and then we have something called left join. We have something called right join. Okay. We discussed union and union all to refer to joins. Okay. Yesterday we discussed procedure, views, or if case, or switch case, or while, or repeat, which is like do while. These kind of things very rarely will use ma. Okay, people don't ask you to do that much thing. Okay, very rare of the times you will use it. 9% of the times you will get it a basic query only. You have to remember that too, because user interaction will not be much unless or until you are creating some AI model. You don't need to do it something bigger logic like that. Okay, if you are making it some kind of models, for example, sir, I want to learn Python and I want to go with something called machine learning. Okay, there are departments machine learning, artificial intelligence, or system training. These kind of things are there in Python. If you go for those kind of things, then you may need it more and more into the more and more into the while and all the things. Basic things you don't need it actually. Now next one, sir, these are about MySQL. Now let's understand one concept, which is actually database concept. Every DBMS person, anyone who learned about database management system, whether it is a normal database management system, RDBMS, or it's a NoSQL, whatever it is, they should know something called normalization. Normalization. Basically, what is this normalization and all? Now, see, this is not something with MySQL only. It's like a general concept. Okay, you want to do any normalization basically. When you have a bigger data, the normalization will be useful. Now, where it can be used is, if you want to become an analyst, imagine I gave you all my data. See, I am in a pizza shop owner. Like the first day, I gave you the example of this. How many people came to my shop, or what are the prices of each item, or how much I'm getting profit every day, how much loss I'm getting every day, what are the salaries I'm giving it to the people. Everything I have data. Will the owners will store the data in a in a small way? No, they won't store it in a separate nice files. Actually, most of the people, because they don't know much about data, you are data for people. Okay, so they have all the bulk data, and I gave my all data to you. I gave complete data. For example, a school is there. School will have all students. Some things were noted in one book, some things were noted in another book, some things were there in the system, some things will be there in another system. Okay, and each one will be in a different order, right or not? And they just give you, okay, this is my school data, teachers list, students list, that, this, and all everything. Now you have to structure that, right or not? Once they give the data, you won't directly start the analysis, right? First processor, you have to do data cleaning. Before analysis, first data has to be cleaned. Data cleaning is not like your house cleaning. Data cleaning is like you have to remove the duplicates. When you combine the all data, there may be entry. For example, one guy is maintaining the notes and he is writing it in one notes and another notes. Both the notes, one customer name is written. So that customer details need not to be repeated. Okay, so you have to remove the duplicates. Okay, to remove the duplicates, to maintain the structured data, or to remove the null values, to remove the empty values. We will do all these kind of things, and that is called data cleaning. After cleaning, what you will do, sir? You will do data analysis. That is what your MySQL is about. Then third one, you will do data reporting. This is what you will give. Because, sir, I did some query. See, this is my query. This is my answer. If you show to the client will not understand. Obviously, no client will understand your tables or your queries. Imagine I am a pizza shop owner. If you show me a query, that's like something different to me, right? It won't be useful. So you have to convert your answer into some kind of dashboards, some nice reports. Okay, like you may see it some reports. If you see it here, data analysis reports. If you go here, see like this. Imagine you gave a report like this. You analyzed this by query. Okay, some queries you have data and you analyzed, but I don't know that. I don't want to how you did the query and all I want is, okay, my gross profit margin is this much, my opening ratio is this much, my profit is this much. I am getting it per each and year. 1 year I'm getting down, 1 year I'm getting up. That is only an end user will understand. He's not much tricky as you all, right? You got my point? And the report generation is the third part, where you will use some kind of data studio or Power BI or whatever the tools you like it. Okay. If you know any one tool, then so if anyone wants to go to data analysis part, these three should be done. In this, what are the first one procedure? First one, in data cleaning, you can do it directly in Excel, or you can use your Python. In Python, using some packages, you can do data cleaning. And this is where you will use normalization for this data cleaning process. And then data analysis, you will use MySQL or PostgreSQL or Oracle or some kind of other things, whatever you like. Then for data reporting, you will use Power BI or Data Studio or Tableau. There is something called Tableau. These things you will use. Is it clear, my everyone? Is it clear? Even if it is painful for your vocal cord, say yes loudly so that people who are sleeping beside you can wake up. Is it clear? Still, when you are saying it, also people are sleeping. Right? Wake up quickly. Good. Afternoon, it's just now. Let's understand normalization, ma. And then I will show you one simple project. Normalization is a simple concept. Huh? That's what I told you. Now we won't have it the rollback. In transactions, we will have rollback. We are just discussing the data part. Only DML, DTL, DQL only we will discuss. Still, we didn't started something start transaction and all, so that's why we won't have rollback and grant. Okay? Yeah. For Python one, you don't need it actually rollbacks. Now, let me just show you once these things. Now here, let's just show here. Now, see sir, basically, everyone focus here. When you have a spreadsheet data, someone give you a spreadsheet data. Spreadsheet means Excel sheet. When you have a spreadsheet data, sir, it is difficult for user to understand that data. Then spreadsheet data has to be cleaned. To maintain the data neatly, to remove first, we need to remove the redundancy. Redundancy means duplication. Redundancy means duplication. Redundancy means duplication, repetition. Okay. Now, next, remove the anomalous. Anomalous means unknown values. It's like that point we don't know. Okay. Unknown. Now, and we will restructure the data. So what is this basically means? Imagine one big table is there. In one table only, student details are there. Students details, and teacher details, and manager details, management details, other staff details. Everything is in one table only. Imagine I have it like some 20 columns, 50 columns, 100 columns, 200 columns. You may see it actually in some sheets, actually 300, 400 columns also will be there. 300, 400 fields. Now, if you are having it, people, sorry. Oh, screen is not visible. Online is the screen is visible. Then why you can't see it? Oh, okay. I thought it like you are seeing the screen. Now you can see it. Now you can see it now. Good. Now basically redundancy means duplication. Some data will be duplicated. Okay. Now, and anomalies means some data will be unknown. We don't know that. So basically, what is normalization, sir? We will have a big data, complete a big table with a lot of values, and we will divide it into small tables. That is structured, maintained. You got my point? And how will you divide it, sir? You will have so many normal forms for this. Basically, normal forms means rules. How do you divide a big data into big file of so many columns into smaller tables? One big table will be converted into smaller tables so that it will be easy to read. And how do you do that? And to do that easily, what you will do, you will just do some normal forms. We have normal form means rules. Normal form means normal form basically means set of rules. Set of rules. We have so many normal forms actually, but we will use 1NF, 2NF, 3NF, sometimes BCNF kind of 2NF, 3NF, BCNF. It's basically what it means. 1NF will give you some rules. You will divide the data. If the data is structured now, happy. Okay. Now, if the data is still not structured after performing 1NF rules, then you will go to 2NF. And 2NF will give you some rules. It's like, see, I have a big table and I come to you guys. Divide this into small tables. First one guy came and tell me, do this, it will be converted. And I did it. But still, in the remaining data, whatever I got it, in that tables again, the chota tables again have problems. Then I will go to another person. And that's why will give me another rules. And again I will divide it. And still has the problem. Again I go. It's like each NNF is like the set of rules by one person. Okay. So it's not like all are defined by one only, except the BCNF. Boys called two people are there. Okay. Now this normalization is proposed by a guy named Cod. Okay. So boys card these two people proposed this. That's by BCNF. Whatever, it's just a set of rules. Now just to see how the rules will be maintained. Now go here. Go here. Let's see what this first NF will tell you. Now let me remove this. Now the main use is we will just decrease the storage units. We will just make it the performance fast and all. We will improve the data integrity by dividing a table into more and more tables. Now let's see the first one. We don't do that fourth, fifth and all. Why this is only more. Now see, imagine we have a table like this. Now in the table, we have titles, we have authors, we have bio, we have ISBN, we have subject, pages, publishers, which is for a book basically. Is it clear? I want to divide this into smaller tables. Okay. Now you can divide it. Now, when you are dividing the first one, all values, what are the rules first guy said? The first guy said all values must be atomic. Atomic means unique. Atomic means unique. Now see, everyone see this table. Is my table is having any primary key? I don't need any primary key. Usually, why you need book ID? So that you will have another table. In the table also book ID will be there. This book ID and that book ID will match, right or not? Imagine everything you will have it in one table only. You don't need any ID to check it, right or not? So, but if you are dividing a big table, you are dividing into two tables, then you want to make identify each and every line in that table. You will give one unique value. It is called primary key. So this first guy, 1NF guy told us divide the table into two tables. You won't divide it, sir. You will have the data. Don't worry. It is just a cleaning process. You will divide the thing into how many tables you like it, but every table must have a unique value to identify each and every record. Okay, every row must be identified with unique value, which is primary key. That's it. Is it clear? So till now, whatever the tables we have seen are actually having first 1NF, right? Okay. Go to the 2NF. First, you should have 1NF. Then I will go to the second person. If the first person failed only. But first I will take the first person suggestion. I will implement it, and then only I should go to the second person. Okay. Then second one. So see, after applying 1NF, how it happened? Now they divided the table. See, one table they divide it as books table, authors table, subjects table, publishers table. In books table, they put it ISBN as ID, unique value. And authors table, they put something author ID. Subjects table, they put subject ID. Publisher table, they put publisher ID. If you see this, except for these four columns, remaining all columns are attached in the main table. Right or not? Here they created this table so that you can maintain a connection. But is there any connection now? No. Later we will maintain it. Okay. 1NF will just tell you to make your data integrate. That means everything must be unique, atomic. Each row must be atomic. Okay. Next, second guy. Let's go to the second person. What he tells. 2NF. Now, second one will tell you if you have multiple separate tables, it does not make sense. See here, you have so many tables, but how will you know? I have a book named Apras, and what is the author name? How do I know that? Here, the publisher and the author, are they connected? No. See, is there any connection? No. So second guy will tell you first make the connection. Then only you will understand. Okay. So one table's public primary key should be the foreign key in another table. Then only a connection will be made. Right or not? This is all we did it. If you remember, I told you to create the tables. When I gave you initial classes, I told you to do it for hospital management system as kind of one. And you guys did it. When you did it, you must have done this. First big table you will convert into smaller chunks. And then each one will have primary key. And then you will make a connection. Here, patient number connected to the doctor. Doctor will have ID, and doctor ID will be go to the doctor's table. Like that, right? The same thing. Second guy will tell you make the forming the relations. Okay, you may have different relations. Different relations means one to one to many to many. It's like one primary key can be foreign key in multiple tables. It doesn't matter. Okay, or like other tables, maybe other tables primary key can be foreign key here. One table may have many primary keys. Many foreign keys, and this primary key can be foreign key in any other tables also. Right or not? Now here see here what you did. Here this guy write it author ID and ISBN and ISBN. If I have ISBN, I will know the author ID. And if I give this author ID in author's table, I will know the author name. Right or not? Same way, in book subject, I will have ISBN and I will have subject ID. If you give this subject ID, and automatically in subjects table, I will get it some other thing, which is subject name or subject thing. Right? This is what you did now till now. It is called second normal form. Second normal form. If interviews they ask you, you can tell it as much as simple as that. Which subjects are you can put it whatever the subject is, just an ID. Now here, next one, third normal form. To go to the third normal form, first thing it should be in second normal form. But 90% of the times, if something is in second normal form, it will be in third normal form also. Okay. Only one thing, third normal form will tell you any key, any column in any table must depend on primary key. Any column in any table must depend on primary key. What does that mean? Now see here, I wanted something, number of pages per a book. Now number of pages per a book, if I asked it, I can get it that value by ISBN. You should not get it by title name. Why? Because if you get it by title name, sir, there is a higher chance that there may be another book name with the same title having a different number of pages. Right or not? You want title name, you want the publisher ID, you want pages, any column in this particular table, any column. That columns all will depend on whom? Primary key. Right or not? And that is what the rule for third normal form. That is what the rule for third normal form. Now again, everyone, one normal form, they will tell you everything should be unique. Each row should be unique. Second normal form will tell you maintain relationships. Maintain relationships. Third normal form will tell you each and every row, every column in a row should depend on primary key. Should depend on primary key. And last but not least, now BCNF guy will tell you. Now see, this is how they maintain the balance. They created something bigger logic like this. Hey, sorry, not this. Now see this here. They will just write it a relationship from here to there to there, like which table, which ID is using it on all. Now, next one, why the joinings are there. Now, in that it's not mentioned. Actually, BCNF means, let me tell you, I will only tell it here. BCNF. BCNF is proposed by Boyce and Codd, like the two scientists of data. Now, BCNF will tell you where is this types it has. Only rule is, let me go here. BCNF will suggest you every column should be strongly typed. Okay, now data is managing nicely. But what if in student's name table, in student's name column, I give you 121? Or what if in the roll number book ID table, I gave you something XYZ? Will it work? It should not work. So BCNF will tell you, if you maintain into smaller tables and depend on primary key, maintain each column's data type also. That's it. If you follow these four things, data will be perfect in your database table, and it is easy for you to understand. When you have a bigger table, you can convert into smaller ones like this. Is it clear, ma? How do you divide it like that? Four people give you four suggestions, one after another. And that four rules are four normal forms. Okay. When you are having higher data, the higher normal forms will come fourth, fifth, and sixth and all. Okay. The fourth one is just a strongly typed one. Is it clear? Every column should follow every field should follow the strongly typed one. Then next, let's go here. Let me show you some simple project. Now here, what is this data mine and all? Now, let me open Workbench. Sir, for data analysis, if you want to really add any project into your database, in your resume, please take it any one project from the Kaggle. Kaggle, actually, there are some other websites also which will give you open data sets, but Kaggle is the easiest one which will give you data sets. Now, go to Kaggle. Okay, actually, I find it so many interesting one. Okay, and I chose this one actually, which is Indian Startup Funding 2023. It gave me a file and I will show you my file, what I downloaded, and you guys can analyze it. It's not a big deal. So it will have date, it will have startup name, it will have only one table, industry, and then sub field of that industry, and the location, and the investor name, and the investment type, and the amount, how much they invested, or whatever the remarks they made. Okay, now, okay, I can't. Let's zoom it up once. Zoom it to 200 percentage. Huh. Now देखो, see, this is a data given by one of the agency, and they put it in Kaggle, and they said it like there are some startups, and these startups get it the funds from different people, investments, right or not? Now I want to analyze. There is one guy asked me a question: is India is suitable in present situation for startups or not? That is the question. Main question is this: can I start my startup? That is what my question. I want you to answer it. Can I start the startup? And if I want, if I, and which type is better? Which type is better? This is what a basic question, sir. Now, how will you tell which type is better? You can't just close your eyes and tell it like start this and it will be better. No, you have to analyze, isn't it? Now, based on your data, now I want you to see. Now, you already have each and every type here. See, go here. And now, which type of industry is getting more profit? Sorry, more investment. I want it. I want which type of industry is getting more funding. Okay. Which type of industry? Which type of industry getting more funding? Now, which place is suitable? That means in some places I'm getting higher investment, and in some places I'm getting lower investment based on the data. And I want you to find which place is suitable for me, suitable for startup. Okay. What is the average startup, average funding in that place? In that place, whatever the place you gave answer. And how many startups are there? How many startups are there in that place? In that place. So now, see, these all are questions I'm getting it now. Okay, first I will ask you, based on the data, like what type of industry I want to start, and you will analyze and tell me, and where I want to start. Okay, some place. What is the average funding I can get in this place, or how many startups are there already in that particular place? Is it clear? Is it clear, ma? Any doubts in this? Which is a simple analysis. It's not a bigger one. Now, when you make it a bigger picture, you will make it at least some 10 to 15 questions. When you make it 10 to 15 questions, you will write each question and answer with a query, and you will do that query. Now, let's answer this question. First one, tell me the answer. How do you do it? Which type of industry is getting more funding? So let me push it this one first. Let's go to my, let's go here. Let's go and save it. Save it, startups, replace. Now let's go to Workbench. How do you save it, sir? Let's create it here. Refresh. Let's start a database. How do you create a database? You can write it, create database and all. You can click this button also, directly it will start. Now, database, startups, and here, default, apply. It will only do it. Okay. Now executed the Excel command and it will created a basic schema which is database. Now see, a startup database is there. Close all. Now go here, startups. Now here, let's start. Use startups. Now go here, right click, table import wizard. Go here, upload the file. Sir, in your project, I want you to take it some time and think about the questions and analyze it nicely. Okay. Now, because of the time constraint, I may not do all, but I want you to do it. Now, see here, create a new table. Obviously, I want a new table. New table name is also startups. Usually, the table name only will come here. Now, for the persons who wants it, I'm telling it, tomorrow is not holiday. Okay. For Shivaratri, Varalakshmi Vratan, Nagul Chavti, we don't give holidays. Okay. Now, next one. Here, the column names were okay. I'm getting different column names. Go here next. It's importing the data. Let's click here, import. You can check it actually whether it is importing it or not. You can check it here, which is importing the data, sir. Is it importing everything? Import data finished. It literally imported 3044 records. Okay. See, some files, for some files, data wizard is working fine, sir. For some files, it's not working. If anyone wants to go with command line client, you will have command for loading. Okay. You have to use a load command to load this particular file. Okay. In case if you are getting any error for that, like server error and all, you have to go to MySQL and in the bin, you will have my.ini, you will have a location. In that location only, you have to upload it. Now go here anyway. Send queries as classic models practice tasks, sir. Huh? I didn't get it. You answers. Okay, I forgot to put the answers right yesterday. Like, I will put it the answers on the classic models today. Okay, 20 questions queries I sent now. That queries answers I will send it today. Now, sir, quickly answer each and every question. Quickly answer the questions. First question. What is the first question here? Okay, well, let's see the table once. Go here. Table here. Okay, startups. Okay, let's go here. Let's configure. Column name, sir, I am directly changing it here. Sir, if you want to change the column names, what do I have to do, sir? How do you change a column name? Alter command. Alter command. Okay. Alter command will change the column name, sir. Right? Alter rename. Very good. Now go here, but you can directly actually do it here also if you click on this setting symbol. That's why we use it actually workbench, which will make it the process easy. Now here date also, in date also I don't want this whole shit. Date and startup name. We don't like to have spaces here. Industry, not industry vertical. And sub industry, only sub industry. And city or location. Let's go with only location only. Why to have two things? Now industry, investmental name. Investor's name. Investors type. And amount in US dollars. Amount. And then remarks I don't need to change. Apply. Now see, it will only write the comments. Okay. Now let's go here. Let's go here, finish. And then let's go here. Now, what is the first comment here? You can see on the left side down, sir, you can see actually the table columns for your understanding. Okay. Now, please tell me the data quickly. Which type of industry are getting more fund? How do you know that? How to get it? Which industry getting more fund? How do you do that? How do you write it? Which industry is getting more fund? I want to know. If you use max, you will get it all now. Instead, I want to know industry type and the amount, and I want to make it order by. Okay. So select. I want to know the industry type and the amount they collected. Okay. Now here, industry type is industry type simple. Industry type, comma, sum of amount. Huh? Okay. Industry sum amount as amount, and then from startups. Now, if you want the highest industry, actually you can go for max, but I'm printing all industries with each industry, how much they are getting it. Okay. Is it clear, ma? Now here, you can use group by industry. I'm grouping it by the industry, sir. Based on the industry, I'm grouping it the sum. And then order by amount and descendant. In amount, A must be capital. Oh, actually, SQL, MySQL is not a case sensitive, sir. You can use it. Okay. Now, but it's just a good precautionary one. Let's done this. Let's do it. See, which industry is getting it more? Healthcare industry. Sir, once you get the report, go here, export. Click here, export, and let's create it in desktop. Desktop. Go here, my analysis. Let's create a folder, analysis. And in the analysis, let's save this file as a CSV of industry wise funding. Sir, this is dollars, sir. Okay. So next. Sir, now I can think it like first one I need to concentrate on healthcare. For healthcare, professionals need to be there. Startup we can't do so. Chod do. Then consumer internet. Consumer ones, like buying, selling kind of consumer ones are higher professional, or technology or e-commerce. So if I'm starting a new one, I will go with either technology one or e-commerce one. Okay, that's what I will believe. Then where I have to start it? My second question. Go here. Where to start? Sir, are you understanding it like how we are doing analysis, ma? If you like the procedure, you may go to you may try to become data analysis also, but actually data analysts will have higher salaries. Okay, same like developers, but you need to have a good deep understanding of what is happening in the data. Okay. Next, what location is suitable for startup? Sir, This is basic question. What location is suitable means you should not say it like some Bangalore is suitable. No, you should say me in such a way that Bangalore, this many startups are there, this much revenue is there, or based on funding. I wanted same thing in the location wise. Same query, I wanted location wise how much funding they are receiving it. Okay, is it clear, ma? Now let's do. I'm taking the same query, but instead of industry type, I will check it here. Online, is it clear? Offline, is it clear? Arey, why energy won't be there, you guys? Seriously? Huh? Sleeper. Seriously? Location and location wise, I want you to group. Simple. Then let's run this. Huh? Run it. Now, Bangalore is getting more amount. Okay. I will send the startups data for analyzing. Actually, you can download it from Kaggle, which I downloaded actually. Okay. Now, sir, you know, did I did the normalization and all? No, no. You know what is the problem? See, this is the problem. One thing is Bengaluru, one is thing is Bangalore. Both are same actually. Who knows that Bengaluru and Bangalore are same? I know that, but system no, no. So you have to do data cleaning before you start the analyzing. That's why. If you see earlier my data also, e-commerce is there, e-commerce also there. So those kind of things should not repeat. Data redundancy is there. In real time, we should not have. Okay. Now, okay, export it. Here you can write it export, sir. It will store location wise. I downloaded the data called startups. You can check it if you anyone wants this kind of data. This is what the data I downloaded from the Kaggle. Indian Startup Funding 2023, which is actually recently updated. Okay, by someone guy named Venkateshwar or something. So you can go there, you will find so many. Yesterday I find some kind of K drama data also. It's like which K drama hit and all. And I find it something happiness index. Actually, I liked it, but the data is big. That's why I didn't bring it up. They will give you literally 40 to 50 characters. Based on that, you can actually guess the person's happiness index. Okay, number of children they have, married or not married, or job or not job, or what job they are doing it. Based on this, all you can analyze a person is happy or not. That's actually crazy project. So you can, if you know a system in real time, what will happen? You will do this queries. You will inject this query into a model, your Python program. Then Python program will create a bot model. Model can analyze. Next time, what will happen? I will give you. I will tell to the model. I am starting a startup in some technology kind of in Bangalore. Will it be okay? We will say like okay, but if I say it like technology kind of one in something Anakapalli, and they will say no, Bangalore is the best choice according to the data. That's what the real time data you will try in the machine learning. Now, next one. What is the third question? Quickly. Which place is suitable? We already discussed. What is the average funding in that place? Oh, that is also actually same, na? No, no, no. This is total, right or not? Find average funding based on Bangalore. I will go with Bengaluru, not Bangalore, because that's where majority of the data is there. So, how do you do that? Boys, concentrate there. I may ask any one of you to tell the answer also. So focus there. How do you do that? Select. What do you need? I need location name and I need their average. average of the amount. Let's take it like as average from the table named startups, and where I don't think I need a condition where I have to just grouping by location. No, only I want it only for Bangalore, right? So where Bangalore location equals to Bangalore is equals to Bang name Bangaluru. They changed the name to Bangalore to Bangalore. Do you guys know that? Have you been ever to Bangalore? You may see it actually every board they changed it Bangalore to Bangalore when the new government came. It's like last 2-3 years back they changed it. Then next, I want the location name and I want the average amount as average, and I want from the startups and from the location. I think it's pretty done. So the average is this. So export average done. Sir, each query, each answer, I am storing it in one file. Do you know why? Because you have to show it in data report now. Now, next, fourth question. Sir, I have only 4 questions, but in real time, 4 questions doesn't mean anything. When you are starting a big thing, you need at least 15 questions. Okay. Now go here. How many startups are there? Startups are there in that place. Sir, I want to know how many startups are there. How do you get it? How many startups are there in that place? Can anyone tell me any other questions which I need to answer when you are thinking for that? Do I have to consider any other question? Ray, you are not at all thinking, Ray. You are just listening. छोड़ see, for some time, listen ma, already teaching हो गया till yesterday. Today we are doing project. When you are doing project, you and me both are equal. We are doing one project, simple. It's like the colleagues. Don't think it like I'm learning. No, just to think it, you are doing the project. So socho, jara. Like what type of questions you need, what type of inputs you needed to give a right analysis. That questions you can make it up. Now, anyway, how do I get it? How many startups I will get it? Like select, location, comma, count. What I will count? Startup name, very good. Startup name. Startup name. At least online comes with nice questions. As number of startups. Sorry, when you are keeping name, it should have underscore, not dash. Number of startups. Now here, from startups, where location equals to Bangalore. Now spelling is mistake. Yeah. No, GA, correct. Perfect. Let's hit it. So total 141 companies are there. Okay. So let's export number of startups. That's actually a nice point. Now, This is actually my analysis till now. I want you to increase this. This is not enough. In that particular 141, again do, again, I want it in that particular location. How each and every company, how many technology companies are there, how many some other companies are there, whatever the field I selected, in that particular field, how many are there? Okay. Or uh, like again, what is the average funding of them? You got my point, right? Is it clear? So now how many companies not get fund? And whatever the companies not get fund, there are some companies who did not get fund also. And whoever did not get the fund, and what is their point? Okay. Like what are their technology? What are their industry? And check it like why they are failed. When you analyze the data only, you will get the exact result, ma. Your company will come to you and tell you simply, we are not getting sales, or some product is there on Amazon, some product is not getting sold, somewhere it's not getting sold. Now they will tell you why the profit is less. That's it. They will ask you, our profit is less and it is decreased for 10%. Then you should analyze so many points. You should think about at least 30-40 questions, and you will check it all the pinpoints to it. Then they will focus on that points. Okay. And that points will be increased. That's what the analysts, that's why analysts are important for any business. Now, someone's, see, some crazy questions actually is very good. How much income is earned in Bangalore? That's actually nice, but here in our data, it's not there. One guy's question is actually like, what is the maximum and minimum amount? And what are the top 5 and top bottom 5 startups? That's a valid question. Okay. And which industry getting the least funding? That is also actually good, but already I have the funding list now. In that, if I just reverse it, I will get it now. Right or not? So repeated queries you should not do. Okay. Now, sir, okay, you did the query. How will you give the owner? Like, how will you give it to end user? Will you give these queries? No. If you give Excel also, they don't understand. Right or not? So then you will go to some Power BI or some tool, sir. I'm just going with Power BI. See, this is not Power BI class. Just because I showed the project also, I'm just showing you this. Okay. It is a free, actually, you can go to Microsoft website, like you can download it, Power BI desktop. Okay, then you can download it. If I want to create a new report, let's start a new report. See, I did not sign on anything. Maybe later, close. A new report started, and import the data. Where did you get the data? Import the data from Excel. And where I will import analysis. Now here, all files. Now here, I have Excel files. Okay. Sad thing is, at least one day, one only is adding it, like one time, one only adding. So okay, let's enter this. Now it will only take the data, sir, and it will connect the data, and it will give you, see, this is the data you gave. Healthcare, something, something. This is what the query result, right or not? And load it. And after loading it, it will tell you, this is very simple, like any child can do it. So once the data will be loaded, it will show you how do you want your data. I wanted the data to be some kind of bar chart or pie chart, column chart and all. So let's go with this. Where is this data? My data. See, go here, select the data, amount, and this industry. And here, x-axis is, okay, now it is actually the maximum. I should decrease now then. 4 million, what is, how do I do it? The maximum value, minimum value here. Now here, go up. Sum of amount, sum here on y-axis. And healthcare is getting high, obviously. Hmm. convert this into pie chart, and here I wanted to display the number also, industry and sum of industry. That is okay for me. If you check it here, add data fields here. Why the number is not adding? Here, see, show the items when the value is less than, when the value is. No. 1, 2. Just let me see it, figure it out. Go here. Is less than 1 lakh. No. So like this, actually, if you try to figure it out here, there are so many filters. Like you will have some kind of visuals and all. In the visualizations, actually, you can here you can check it. How much grid lines you can put it, how much zoom you can make it, how you want it any data fields, do you want to put the labels and all. Okay, everything you can make it, sir. Now this is one result. Now, so by seeing this result, one guy will understand it like I am getting it from healthcare more. Okay, and each and every result also you can put it, sir. Actually, why it is showing it here only this one maximum is bad. Actually, here you can put it 0 and the maximum as 1 lakh, 10,000, 1 lakh. And now you can understand by industry wise. See, imagine I'm showing some guy how to the Excel sheet, whatever the query value, or I showed this. Which one is easy? This one is more easy, right? Or not? Then they will choose the industry. Then I will put some headings, sir. Here you can write it here. Some insert which technology, which technology. Sorry, which industry? Sorry, which industry is better? And then I think I can increase its size and all, and I can write it here. You can use different kinds of diagrams. Now, similarly, sir, let's go to a new page and let's add it. What is the here average also? Average we collected based on industry or based on locational, right? So now go here and check it here again. You will put in another heading location wise and you will load it again data. You will again load the data, sir. Here if you go file, sorry, not files, go here back. Here if you go for insert and you can again load the data. Here you can select another Excel. Again and again, if you go for more Excel, all 4 Excels you will put it and you will make it a nice dashboards. Then you will export it. Once everything is over, you can save this, save as, you can actually export it as a PDF. Once you export this whole thing as PDF, then user will receive in PDF some kind of analytics, some kind of dashboards. Then they will say, okay, this is getting more, and in this place, this many startups are there, and each person this much ratio is there, right or not? Do you understand exactly how you do this process? And I want you to analyze the data like that. There are so many data is there. Whatever you are interested in, today's task is also that only. Okay. Remember, whoever do the tasks, the class will be good. Okay. You can learn MySQL anywhere, but not everyone will tell you this Kaggle and all. I'm telling it to you because it will help your Python career. Okay. You can go here and you can just type it the data sets and you can type it whatever the field you are interested in. Sir, I want to create a model. Like when you come to Python course, you will have some idea, na? Okay. Then you wanna analyze some e-commerce data, for example, Amazon data, how the Amazon data is there. You can just actually check it like different Amazon sales data is there. Analyze the Amazon sales data or Amazon's reviews data. Okay, how it is working on Amazon book reviews data, something is there. Or if you are interested, actually yesterday I have seen this K dramas data. I tried to analyze it. It is actually good. In that it's there from 2015 to 2023 how many K dramas came, and here it was given with different files. In each file it is there like their name and released year and what is the director, what is the actors and what are the actors, or how much they're rating, what was the review, how much they collected. This all are there. Now my point is you can see it and you can understand which are the top 10, which is best based on the data. You got my point? YouTube data is there. That is also great actually. You can check it YouTube data. Okay, analyze your YouTube data and or see complete YouTube statistics are there, or most subscribed YouTube channels. I don't know, like you may go with that, or Netflix data is there. If you download the Netflix data and then if you make it complete Netflix movies and TV shows. Now, which movie has the highest number of views, or which TV shows has the highest number of reach? In that highest number of views, which TV shows are less time? Okay, or which can be completed in over? It's like in 2 3 hours. I will check the data like that, and I will see that movie. Simple, na? You got my point? It will be interesting if you do this kind of project, sir. Okay, it's not like if you do this 100%, if you do this kind of things also in your job profiles, it will be so much interesting. Don't put it like only some kind of only sales e-commerce one or something customer one, business one, because if you are not interested, don't go for that. Boys, I will have a nice suggestion. Actually, there is some data for IPL players data. If you ever interested in cricket, mostly boys do, right? Is there any guy who don't interest in cricket? You can leave. I'm just kidding. Now, so there is some data set. Analyze it. Who performed well? Obviously, boys already know that we have data set here. Now, but still, you can check it. Who did the performance well? Who did performing in what particular one? What is their net score? What is their who did most half centuries? Who did who full centuries? You got my point? Then create a dashboard. If you are a fan of some Dhoni, if you are a fan of some guy, and make it that particular guy's dashboard just for a side project. Okay. On Sunday, when you're free, spend it 3 4 hours, and I'm 100% sure it will help you in your MySQL career. Is it clear, sir? Any doubts? Online, any doubts till now? Online, any doubts? No. Now, tomorrow onwards, we are gonna start interesting topic called MongoDB. MongoDB is, it's like if you learn 10th class, how you feel it the 5th class. If you learn your MySQL, MongoDB feels like the 5th class to you because it's so simple. But you have to know little bit JavaScript. Huh. MongoDB comes with that. In MongoDB, in MySQL, everything is easy because relational database is there, table is there. MongoDB, let me show you some basic. Tomorrow only we will install and all. Don't worry. Now, this is how the data will be there in MongoDB. Braces. Inside the braces, again you will have braces. Now here, ID, something 1 2 3 4, name, Raj, age, 23, comma, 1 again, comma, again. Now see this, sir. It has to be different. Forget about what's in data, but here by default primary key works. By default primary key will be ID, which will be automatically generated in MongoDB. Okay. Right. Now, sir, here each and every value is called field. Even in your RDBMS also sometimes we call it field only, na, the column. It is called as field. So field. ID is field, name is field, age is field. Any doubts? Now in your MySQL, all fields are inside the row, right or not? One row will have collection of fields, which is record, we will call it, right? Here we will call it each one as document. What we will call? Document. Document is like your record. The document is like your row. Now, sir, when you have all the rows in SQL, what you will call collection of rows? What contain all the rows? In MySQL, what will contain the rows? Table. Table contains the rows, right? Now, here there won't be any tables. Here, see, this guy contain this main brace. This main brace contains three documents, right or not? Now, this is called collection. And we will discuss the collections, documents, fields, and all in tomorrow's class. Okay. But basically, for anyone who don't know, basically learn what is an object. What is an object in JavaScript? You all completed your JavaScript classes, right? Are in Python objects are there, na? No, na. Python objects are not there. Python objects will be there. So if you know Python object also same, it will store it same like this, right? Object means Python, yeah. Except that there won't be any other thing. We will have some functions. If you want to get this particular name, what you will do, you will store this object into some x dot name, x dot age. That's it. Okay. So we will download and install our application tomorrow. MongoDB and Mongoose, both we will install tomorrow. Okay, we have MongoDB shell, Mongoose, which is original MongoDB is called Mongoose, which we will discuss tomorrow. Okay. Thank you all and analyze it well. Thank you. Bye bye. If any doubts, you can ask. After completion, of course, project. That's what I did now. Project now today. Who is this Akil Kumar? Like Akil Kumar, we did the project now only. If you want to do, you can download it and you can try it. I will give the salaries one. This whatever I did it. This startup one also I will give it today. If anyone online have any doubts, you can ask me. Any link between SQL, MongoDB, we will discuss it tomorrow. Don't worry. Sir, is Power BI useful to learn? It's just a simple tool. You can learn it. It's not a big deal. Sir, only we have to prepare 30 to 40 questions and find it. Yes, that's it. That's it, Vani. How many days take MongoDB? 1 week. How to save the file in Workbench? Export. Click here, export. How many sessions it will take it for MongoDB? 1 week, ma. Full MySQL. a course is on doubt, then it's up to you. You have to do it more. That's it. If anyone wants to store their particular file in MySQL, you can click here export that particular Excel file, it will store. Or if you want to save this file, you can write it here, save. If you want to save query file, you can save the script. If you want to save the Excel file, you can write the export. I hope you all get it. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you all. Bye.